This is shot on an iPhone, and everything you're going to see in this video was shot on an iPhone. I've got both the iPhone 17 Pro and the Pro Max along with Telston's filmmaking kit to show you guys a day in my life filmed on the iPhone. Throughout this video, I'll be explaining all the different settings, tools, and techniques I'll be using to make sure that my footage coming out of my iPhone looks great, and how you can also implement them yourself. So, let's get into this day in the life. So I've actually finished up all of my university studies to finish up my degree, but I'm back on campus again to watch my friends who is doing his honors presentation. So let's get over there now. Kenneth has just finished up his presentation, so congratulations to him. He did a good job. Now let's head off now. So let's talk a little bit about the iPhone backstory when it comes to filmmaking. Starting off with the iPhone 15 Pro, this is when Apple launched log encoding for video recording. Log is a video format that allows for more flexibility when it comes to color grading in post-production. Now with this format, when you shoot footage, everything looks a bit colorless, but then once you put it into your post-production editor, you can actually convert it back to have colors and then go from there. This allows video editors like me to have better control over what the final results look like. And a fun fact that a lot of people on this channel don't know about is that one of my top videos, the iPhone XR day in the life video from last year, was actually shot 90% of the time on my iPhone 15 Pro with log encoding. Only the beginning and the end was shot with my mirrorless camera, but everything else was shot on the iPhone 15 Pro, and no one complained or mentioned anything about the quality decreasing. Kind of showing you guys how powerful this format really is. So to make our setup work, we need a couple things. So first off, we need the Blackmagic camera app, which is essential, and a few tweak settings. Now you can shoot log straight out of the camera app, but the recording sizes are way more massive. As you can see over here, this is just taking up so many resources. By using the Blackmagic camera app, we can actually have greater control over what codec and bitrate we want to use. In here, I'm using HEVC, which is H.265, along with a high bitrate. Now, you can shoot in ProRes if you really wanted to, but the file sizes are a lot more higher. But we're just going to use HEVC for this video. This provides a smaller file size while retaining decent quality. Of course, ProRes will give you the highest quality possible, but for YouTube, HEVC will do. Now, there are a few more things that we need to set up in order to make sure that our footage looks great, but a few of my friends are playing badminton at the rec center, so I'm going to head over there and join them for a bit. But after that, I'll tell you more about how you guys can make sure that your footage looks great. Alright, now let's talk about the last steps that you need to make sure is set up on your iPhone to make sure that your footage is looking great. In order to get that natural cinematic motion blur, we need to use the 180-degree shutter rule. The shutter speed has to be double your frame rate, and in this case, this video is being shot at 30 frames per second, which means that our shutter speed needs to be 1/60. The problem is that when you're in bright environments like this often overexposes your image, making the video pretty much useless. So to compensate for that, I'm going to be using Telston's Master Grip case and ND filter, which will help compensate that brightness. What an ND filter does is that it's basically like sunglasses for your camera. It blocks the sun of the light so you can keep your shutter speed lower, and it's also variable, which means you can actually twist the dial so you can change how much light goes through to your camera, which is perfect for vlogging or for different lighting conditions. Now, the Master Grip case for the iPhone 17 series is perfect for filmmaking. With a graphene layer built in for cooling, this helps the iPhone from overheating and allows you to keep on filming for longer periods of time. Now, to attach the variable ND filter to this case, there's a physical filter attachment, which is super important in order to keep that 180-degree shutter rule. You can also swap out the ND filter for different types of filters, which is super handy. You can also attach the Master Grip handle, which is made out of a nice premium material, essential and comes with DSLR-like buttons for more precise control. It packs in a 3200 mAh battery pack so that you can keep your phone running for longer. All the footage that you see in this video was taken with the Towson Master Grip case and the VND filter. If you want to be able to shoot better cinematic videos with your iPhone, I would definitely recommend checking out the Towson Master Grip case along with the handle and the VND filter, which is essential for creating cinematic motion blur. If you want to check them out for yourself, check the link in my description, and thank you once again to Towson for sponsoring this video. Now, I've got some pretty exciting news. I've just bought a new car and we're going to go and pick it up very soon. I'm going to be using the iPhone 17 Pro to shoot a little video with the car, which I'm pretty excited about. So let's head over there now. Here we are at the dealership. Let's pick up the car now. Alright, so that's a wrap on my day in the life filmed on the iPhone 17 Pros. And this is shot on the iPhone 17 Pro as well. The whole entire video was shot on the iPhone 17 Pros. The filmmaking abilities on these phones are pretty awesome, and you can definitely push these phones a lot when it comes to color correction and post-production. Now, it is a bit of a hassle having to use a different app and having to put on all these filters and everything. So in my opinion, it's pretty difficult to film with the iPhone when you're trying to make sure that everything is set up correctly. But then again, making cinematic footage is now accessible to more people. So pretty cool stuff. Obviously, it's not going to be on the same level as a mirrorless camera, that's for sure, but it gets maybe 85% of the way there. So that wraps up this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I love words, and I'll see you guys in the next video.